The aliens are probing us right now.
Right, guys, welcome to Rotten Mornings, Season 12.
We have a lot coming at you.
Up your ass.
I thought this was 13.
Not
No.
up the ass.
It's
What the
12?
fuck?
It would be so
Up
much
your
better
ass.
if it was 13, I'm not gonna lie.
Stop! You're not putting things in my butt, Carrie.
You
So
can't
yeah, guys,
stop
all
me.
of October, you can expect an episode every day of this ridiculous podcast.
So hide your butts, listeners.
Welcome to Season
Don't
12.
hide them.
It's season
Leave
13.
your
We're
butt
probably going to
out.
talk about scary stuff.
13's way better.
Yay.
Welcome to Rotten Mornings. Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to
We
episode
are
number
exciting
11.
and edgy.
We're edgy. Yeah, we're here with you guys. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Friday is Friday the 13th, as shared by Rotten.
Hell yeah, it is.
Is it Friday the 13th?
It is.
It is.
We're gonna have a Friday the 13th in October. I'm fucking excited as fuck.
Are you gonna do Jason for that night?
I've thought about it,
I think you should.
but I'm still in fat Jason mode. So I might not. I've been trying to talk someone else into it that's a little taller and
Stout.
thinner.
Yeah.
Matt edited some photos of me, Carrie, and B, and I fucking love them.
Yep.
They're creative as
AI,
shit.
dude.
I like the ones he did of himself.
I know. They were beautiful.
Did you see the one I commented on? The pumpkin with the single hole.
Yeah, I know, and it was like, that guy was fucking that pumpkin. I mean, like, he's even got that look on his face where it's like, yeah.
I said, what that pumpkin do?
I really like the way it made the pumpkin look in the one shot where it's got, like, the teeth and the eyes are circles, but then they have circles inside of them.
Yeah, that looked
Looks
pretty
bad
dope.
as fuck.
I actually, most people carve their pumpkins with triangular eyes, but them old school circle eyes on a pumpkin look pretty dope.
Yeah, they do.
I think so. So we released an episode 10 of Goriosities, and it is my episode.
Yes, and it was great. She did
I
a
worked-
fucking kick-ass job on the succubus story and the edits.
I poured over that. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. It's a lot of delete and go back and do it again. And I'm just like, ah! But Matt added music to it, and I'm
did.
very glad you did.
It turned out very well. Very cool.
But, yeah. That was
What was your favorite part, Matt?
probably the part with the second music, like the last
Where I
music.
bit your dick off?
No, when that scene first started, I found this music that had this kind of like kind of noise, and it matched so perfectly. Like, I just set it down there, and when I like lean up and I'm like, oh, okay, everything's fine, and it's like that shit just matched up. Like, that just did it itself. I was like, holy fucking shit, that's badass.
That's fucking perfect.
And that music does it all through. And then in that same music, I didn't realize there's a girl that's like going, or saying something, and it matched the
Oh.
tones of what you were doing. Also, the weird whispering stuff.
I thought it was being
Yeah.
fucking weird.
No,
I was
that's
like, okay.
actually in the music. So
I thought something happened.
That's
It
pretty
did
dope.
like a
I'm going to have to go
double.
rewatch it
Yeah.
just to try to find that.
it's
Yeah.
fucking cool as hell. Like, that last track of music, all I just put down, and it all just fit with all the way up to where when you bite it off, it's like all that shit lined up perfectly the first time I put that song in.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, I love when that happens.
And I figured I'd go ahead and make an announcement for those who listen. Today was my last day of work at Buckeyes.
Yep.
I love Buckeyes a lot, and we'll be back. We'll be doing some stuff here and there. But today was my last day, and I will be going to work at Magic City Conjure in downtown Birmingham.
Yep.
And I'm so fucking excited. So excited.
It's gonna be different.
Life-changing
Matt's gonna be working.
excitement.
Yes, Matt's going to be working next door at Iniquities.
Yes.
He's going to be playing with all
The
the
adult
dildos.
shop. So yeah,
New adventures.
new adventures.
I imagine Matt behind the counter selling someone a dildo, and he's like, I've tried this one. He's like, in the store? Like,
Yeah,
put it back in the box?
I put it back in the box. Yeah.
What's in
Well, I
the
mean,
box?
like, that's one of the things that I always do at the gas station is product testing. So.
He's a diligent worker.
Why is there a bite out of my Snickers bar?
A dildo-agent worker.
Stupid.
Dildo-agent. I'm a dildo-agent
It's
worker.
a diligent dildo.
So yeah, new thing. This entire fucking year has been so much change after change after change, and it's been fucking beautiful. Like, we're on the right path. I'm glad we're not fucking stagnant.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, gotta keep going. Gotta keep trucking on. Even if you feel
Trucking.
like your shit ain't worth a fuck, just keep doing it.
Keep doing it, because it
Keep
will.
doing it.
It'll
Keep
get you where you
getting
want to
better.
get. And go out to a haunted house.
Yes, go visit some haunts.
It's Halloween time. Like, why? If you've gone to a haunt, go to
Have
a
you
haunt.
gone to a haunt?
Yeah, have
I went to a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to Screamville on Friday. And then we are going to be in separate areas on Saturday.
Yeah, that'd be Carrie's first time at Screamville. I
Yes.
was talking to her earlier about that. Like, she's gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's gonna be something new out there too. But last year was fucking phenomenal.
Well, I can't wait to see their Midway running the games that they had out
yeah,
there.
the Midway of Malice.
Yeah.
That big hand. These are also the one of their dudes is the guys who made the hand for CreepyCon.
Yep.
And their Midway of Malice has a big hand out
So
there.
Saturday,
Yeah, Doug
you're
is a
going where?
badass. Saturday, we are going to the Haunted House of Horror in Cortland, Alabama.
Ah,
There's some holes
That's where
in this house.
That's
There's
where
some holes
Jay
in this
Rotten
house.
ended up going after Nightmare on Moulton Street.
yes. I will more than likely be at Hellbilly Hollow on Saturday, because I don't like missing an entire weekend at my home haunt. I can't do it.
I think Tim doesn't like that for us either, but you know he'll get the fuck over it.
I'm excited for this weekend.
It's
So
gonna be a
fucking
fun weekend. Y'all get out and go
It
to haunts.
is.
Get out and go. We're actually at Haunted House of Horror in Cortland. We'll be filming some videos.
My vape died. Not happy right now.
The end.
The end.
And remember, on this Friday the 13th, if you see a Jason out there at one of the haunts that you're visiting, tell him his mother really never loved him.
Yeah. Your mother never loved
And then
you.
run!
And then
Run! Yes, you better run!
Because he gonna get you. If he's a good Jason, he'll get
Oh,
you.
this dude came into the store. He's an older dude that was telling me about watching our stuff. And when you see this guy, you'd be like, that's not a guy that's going to watch our stuff. He comes in, he's like, well, I had a feeling it was going to happen. Oh, Booger got you, didn't he? I was like, what? And he's like, that video of y'all, I seen him get up. He's gone for a while. And I was like, Booger gonna get him. And then sure enough, Booger come out the dark, got y'all all. I was like, are you talking about the live? He's like, yeah. I was like, you watched the live to the very end and saw
Oh my
him get in
God.
the Jason outfit and kill us. I was like, that's fucking awesome
That
because
is so goddamn
we
cool.
all
Booger.
we all said like nobody's gonna watch it to the end and everybody's gonna miss it, but he was like, yeah, old Booger got you, didn't he? It was awesome.
What else happened today? Chuck came in and brought us
Yeah,
tickets.
he gave me
got
a
you some
watch.
really cool, like,
Yeah.
looking. What was on it? What kind of bird?
Phoenix, he
A
It's
said.
like
Phoenix.
amulets or something?
Yeah,
It's like a
big-
trainman's
I
watch.
think I might have it. I have this
A
in my
chain
pocket.
in.
Now this
pocket
one,
watch.
this necklace is a jeweled dragonfly, and this one's some antique looking something like a locket that opens up.
A locket in your pocket.
Well, that's pretty cool of
A
him.
pocket locket.
Yes, thank you, Chuck.
It's like
Always.
he knew that was your last name.
Trinkets.
I
I think
guess
he
so.
did know it was our last day.
Maybe he did. I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure we told him that.
I didn't.
Oh, well.
Today, like when he was leaving, I did.
The store's not gonna be the same without you.
I know. But yeah, guys, that's all for segment number 1. Are you ready for segment number 2? Too fucking bad. Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Rotten.
Myth, legend. Mankind has consistently searched for answers for what lies in the darkness. We now come to you with a small example and explanation of cryptids.
The world is big and the woods are deep. So just because you don't see them doesn't mean they don't see you.
Okay, Katie, make a noise. God damn it.
Did you hear that bird?
Goddamn
There's a bird in here.
They'll get in your eyeballs.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
Birds are sweet babies.
Their poop. Is it?
You're recording now? Matt!
Yeah, what did you want to record?
I thought you were just finger dancing.
Oh.
Hi guys, we are talking about the jinmenju, or commonly called the ninmenju. This is a tree cryptid.
I think you say those words too slowly.
Tree cryptid?
No, like Japanese words. They're meant to be pronounced like quickly.
Jinmenju.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I was saying it
Jinmenju.
so they could understand what I was saying.
Like Jumanji.
Nah, not like Jumanji. Jumanji is like more of
Is
a
that Jumanji like an
Swahili
Australian?
or Australian or something.
I don't know.
It's Aborigine.
You're
But like you look at like the word Hiroshima in America, we say, "Oh, they bombed Hiroshima," but it's Hiroshima because it's meant to be said like quickly.
So, the jinmenju are strange trees which grow in southern mountain canyons. It bears fruit shaped like a child's face, and they cannot speak. But if you smile, the whole tree will smile back, and if you laugh, then the fruit will laugh, and the whole tree will shake. Don't laugh too much, or else all the fruit will fall off. Apparently, the fruit tastes sweet and sour, and the pits of the fruit have a face as well, which bears the question, why would you ever eat one? Fucking I
When
would.
you're smiling, the whole tree smiles with you.
I love using
When
those.
you're laughing.
Didn't I use one of that? I thought I used that for one of my characters one time.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know
when
what the
you're
fuck you're doing.
laughing, the heads are gonna fall off the tree and try to eat you.
Today, people cannot find these trees, so it's possible that the whole tree has been eaten.
That doesn't make it. Today they can't find the tree because it didn't fucking exist back in the day either.
I think it existed.
You scare us so much,
Give
now
it
we
you.
will eat you.
Yum, yum, yum.
That's why we don't see them today. The whole thing was eaten.
You know what this was kind of reminding me of? The trees from The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, with the apples on them.
Yeah.
What if somebody came along and picked apples off of you?
I don't remember
Those are
anything that happened
jinmenju.
in that movie.
Not to mention that there was the trees in Return to Oz that had lunch boxes on them.
They had lunchboxes on the trees?
Mm-hmm. The trees themselves were like little had lunch boxes, and each one had different food and stuff in it.
I guess I don't remember that.
Return to Oz was crazy.
I definitely remember the movie.
Firuza Balk and
With the witch with all the heads.
yeah.
and-
Before she meets TikTok, she pulls like a lunchbox off a tree. And it's got like a wrap sandwich and a thermos and all this different stuff.
How
Yeah.
very convenient.
How convenient. But yeah, definitely the trees in The Wizard of Oz are a version of a Jumanju.
Jumanju.
Legend has it that the tree still grows in remote mountain valleys in China.
Well, there's apparently a tree called a wak tree, which is an Islamic folklore, is very similar to the Jumanju. This tree was described as bearing fruit shaped like humans and animals. The fruit could speak, but would die a few days after being picked. These trees grew on mythical islands of Wuk in the land of Zanja, an area in Africa near Alexander the Great. Near Africa, present-day Zanzibar. Legend has it that Alexander the Great had his death foretold by one of these trees. The Wuk tree may be the same tree from Danish koku that is Sansi Tuhui refers to through trade between Ming China along the Silk Road. It is possible that this Arabic myth is the mold for what eventually became the Jumanju.
So the jinmenju is considered to be a kami due to its particular nature. However, there are also stories of trees bearing human-faced fruit from India and Persia, usually with the faces of beautiful girls. And a kami are spirits or phenomena that are worshipped in the religion of Shinto. They are elements in nature, animals, creationary forces in the universe, as well as spirits in the river deceased.
Nice.
Many kami are considered to be the ancient ancestors of entire clans, and some ancestors became kami upon their death if they were able to embody the values and virtues of kami in life. So, wow.
Wow.
And there is, of course, that Pokemon that is kind of based off the jinmenju.
What is that one called? Executioner, I believe. That's what you said.
Executor.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does turn into something else, I believe.
Oh, okay. The chopped leaves and crushed seeds of the jinmenju tree are used in some antidepressant potions, although their effectiveness seems to vary in the, case-by-case basis.
Or it might be the execute that turns into the executor.
Well, it does evolve. Most Pokemon evolve.
I just don't remember if that's the evolved form or if that's the unevolved
Well, they
form.
have smiling faces.
Yep.
So, I think...
Well, there's a story that goes along with this.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Good luck. One summer afternoon, a doctor was walking around in the forest sightseeing. He reached a valley, the sun shining comfortably amongst the trees there, and settled down to relax for a moment. He suddenly heard whispers, voices which seemed to come from everywhere echoing around him. "Who is there?" he called. The voices continued to chatter, unintelligible. "Who are you?" "We are we," was his confused reply. The doctor stood and whirled around, finally discovering something that seemed out of place amidst the valley trees. It was another tree, only this one was quite tall and seemed tropical. He walked toward it where he could get a closer look at the pinkish-orange fruits hanging heavily from its branches, which looked sweet and delicious. "Is someone behind that tree?" "We are the trees." The fruit turned itself toward him, and he saw that each one possessed a tiny human face with eyes, mouth, and teeth, as well as ears and a nose, too. It seems for everything that there were dozens of baby heads dangling from the tree branches.
What the fuck?
The tiny eyes all focused on him. They all spoke as one with one voice, the child's haunting seriousness. "We are the trees," it said again. The doctor screamed and stumbled backwards. He tripped over a rock and went sprawling. The tiny fruits seemed to shriek with laughter at the doctor's clumsiness. They laughed, swinging on their branches, until the force of the giggling broke the branches and sent them tumbling to the ground. The fruit began to shout, "No, no!" and as they hit the ground, they rolled and frowned. What a strange encounter that doctor had. The end. That's the whole story.
That's a great story, Matt.
Right?
You should turn this into a horror movie.
Right?
I think there is something similar to the jinmenju. It is the mandrake. The mandrake is a plant from the Bible whose roots resemble a human. According to the legend, when the root is dug up, it screams and kills whoever hears it. Literature includes complex directions for harvesting a mandrake root in relative safety. Josephus from Jerusalem gave instructions on the safe removal of a mandrake as follows. A furrow must be dug around the root until its lower part is exposed. Then a dog is tied to it, after which the person tying the dog must get away. The dog then endeavors to follow him, and so easily pulls up the root, but dies suddenly instead of his master. After this, the root can be handled without fear. And the mandrake root is actually briefly talked about in the book Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yes. They scream.
They scream, and whoever hears it dies.
There was a mandrake in Pan's
look like
Labyrinth
people.
also that she put under the bed to help the mother.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
She had to soak it in milk.
Yeah.
And with
That's such a good movie.
all the folklore and stories and movies, like Lord of the Rings with the Ents,
Yes.
and trees walking and
Right,
shit.
those were
I-
fucking
you know,
awesome.
I wonder if trees were alive at one point.
They are.
It's
They are
like
living.
Lord of the
You can
Rings.
speak
Let's
to them.
fucking ride on the walking trees instead of the fucking giant hawks. Like the fucking intelligence behind that fucking option.
Oh, you're talking about because they could have just flew there
Yeah,
in
the whole
record
fucking
time
time. Yeah, and
Yeah.
before the
skipped
army
whole
even
thing.
came out.
Yeah.
Well, then there wouldn't be a movie. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of seems like Gandalf was kind of setting them up.
Maybe
Gandalf
it
was
was.
what?
Kind of setting them up a little bit. It's kind of a setup.
he flew on one. Once,
Yeah, he definitely was,
he was
always
trapped
where
on
they
the
wanted
tower,
to go. Yeah.
and he talked to the butterfly or moth, and then it flew off, and then later on the big griffin or whatever
I
came
want to
and got
watch
him.
that movies again. Really bad.
Yep.
He was trapped on Sadamon's tower.
So that's the Jamunj tree.
Jinmenju.
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 I don't know.
Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast, brought
Trees
to you
are
in part
real.
by the
They
letter
move.
J and
They
the
walk.
number FU.
That's not a number.
Yeah, it is now.
Brought to you.
Brought to you by the number A, not the letter A.
Let us harvest your organs.
Lettuce.
Let
Brought
us.
to you in part by Shift F1.
All right, guys. Well, that's all we've got for you today. Have a good day, good morning, and yeah, get the hell out of my
Stay
living room.
rotten.
Stay rotten.
Bye. Stay rotten, guys.
Trees are fucking real.